Hello, guys and gals. Captain Foley here to talk about Lord X, Episode 5, Cupid's Errant Arrow. So, hope you guys are all well. And hope you can see and hear me okay. That's very important. And I apologize. It's a bit of a mess over here. I should set this up. This was given to me on my birthday by one of our Trekyards admins. Chris, his wife, makes cards, 3D cards. So you says Foley there, the Foley in the background. And me with the TNG crew. We need to get the Trekyards moderators and admins as little figures, but this also lights up too. There we go. Whoa, isn't that neat? So you go, Catherine the Great Designs, catherinethegreat.sales@gmail.com if you guys want one of these. She makes a bunch of different designs available and stuff, so just throw that over there. But anyway, let's get talking about the episode, because that's why we're all here. And just a hangout, as I said in the description of this video. This is just kind of a general hangout, geek out, nerd out, talking about the episode, talking about what we liked, what we didn't like. And I hope you guys are all doing well this evening. And yeah, so let's just get into it, I guess. Starts out with a super chat from Ozzy Maderos, $5. The Superior Commander access code is Commander Riker 2 Alpha Foley, Riker 1 Alpha Okie Dokie, Skeleton Hands. Close, Ozzy, close. I see there's a lot of comments here, which is awesome. Audio was like an entire minute out of sync for me for a bit. What, on the episode or on this? Because that's not good. If it's this. If it's the episode, I don't care because I'm not responsible for that. But just going to readjust this light. So Jill is here with 99-cent super chat and an upside down smiley face. So thank you very much, Jill. Good to see you. On the live, but it fixed itself. Well, good. I'm glad it fixed itself. I really need to adjust that light. I'm not really happy with that. Hold on a second here. Should have had this taken care of earlier, but you're going to see me set up. So guys, I kind of called it during our predictions video that this would be my favorite of the episodes thus far, and as is generally the case, I'm right. I was right. I am right. Come on, get over there. Sorry, I should have had this all set up prior. Trying a little bit of a new setup here, so hopefully it works out. And right about there should be good. Anyway, there we go, guys. Yes, the Parliament class. So we had speculated that maybe the Canada class, but no, the Parliament class, that's fine. We have a Parliament here in Canada, and so, I mean, that's cool. But anyway. Daniel's Hot Topic, Trekyards. Hi, Captain Foley. Have you seen the Macaulay Culkin 1993 movie called The Good Son? That movie gave me the creeps when I saw it in 1993. I was 5 years old at the time, but it was creepy. I haven't seen it, actually. I've heard of it. I know about it, but I have not seen it. So what's that have to do with anything? The one thing that's driving me crazy is when she says, beam me to evacuation thing, module G or whatever, code Mariner 8. Who is this? Is that a made up code? Clear this channel. That's from something. That's a quote from something. Clear this channel. Who is this? I cannot for the life of me place what movie or show that's from, what that's referencing, but it's driving me nuts. Just gotta say. And I just realized Star Wars? Oh, I guess, yeah. I was thinking, well, yeah, I guess it's Star Wars. Do you think they were referring to Star Wars? Do you think that was what the thing was? I don't know. I don't know if that's the case. But, yeah. Great episode. My favorite so far. Love the Kirk Sunday with the Trip Tucker sprinkles. I know that's the perfect like description of like a really hot guy. Sylvia thought it was great. I laughed my ass off when I heard it. So yeah, I mean, I assumed that somebody in this chat would have the name a Kirk Sunday with Trip Tucker sprinkles. Jill, I'm looking at you. And sadly, that's not the case. Maybe I should move this over here. Sorry, I'm just very indecisive with my lighting this evening. I know this is super unprofessional, but I'm in an unprofessional mood. I just want to hang out and chat, so whatever. There we go. That's fine and good enough. You don't need to see me from Star Wars. Isn't it clear this channel from A New Hope when Han is in the tension block? There you go. Sure. We'll go with that. Raymond Borg, 299 Australian. Like the DS9 flashback on the episode. Yeah, I wish that they were actually on DS9. They were docked to DS9, and she does go on to say, you're the most attractive guy on this ship. And it's clearly not any room, well, not clearly, but it doesn't seem like any room from DS9, even though the color would be right. It seems like it was on the ship, so. And again, Mariner, her hair is pretty, she was pretty sexy in this one, I gotta say. I'm digging Mariner, and in the DS9 uniform, even had the right comm badge, which was great. So cool. Area 51 Parliament class. Is there a USS Funkadelic? Dave Stelzer, Cap, did you see my super chat before? Let me see. Just going back. No, the first super chat I have is from Ozzy. And then I have Fleet Paw, 50 already, hell yeah, which I missed, so sorry, Fleet Paw. Jill, Dave Stelzer, $2. Move, Jennifer. So that's probably the one you're talking about. So yeah, there, I got it. Move, Jennifer. And she's in Andorian. I thought that was hilarious. Fleet Paw Swiftback, $5. The one with the planet that's out of sync with our time. It's a Voyager episode, Timescape, I think it's called. Daniel Day Kim was in it. Maybe. I don't know. Now I'm confused because there's so many. I thought it might have been Star Wars, and then everybody kind of confirmed it was Star Wars. So I'm like, okay, it's Star Wars, and now you got me second guessing myself. So I think Kirk also said something about clearing a channel or channels in Star Trek 2. Yes, but that's not the line I was thinking of. BJ Vincent, I love knowing that each ship on the fleet has its own scent, and the Cerrito smells like toasted marshmallows on a cool night. I was hoping he would say it smelled like Doritos, the Cerritos, or like nacho chips or something. That would have been fucking hilarious. Reese Mariner's floofy fooshback fro was a thing of beauty, so big and poofy. I thought it was great. I loved it. So, James Roberts, I wish the ship interiors had been more different. Yeah, the bridge was exactly the same. So was the shuttle bay. The corridor was a little different, but Even at one point, Mariner says, this ship's almost exactly like the Cerritos, guys. It looks almost like the Vancouver or the Parliament class is like an updated version of the California class. Same kind of layout as far as external goes. They just moved the pod to the lower side of the saucer instead of between the nacelles. But other than that, I think it's the same style of ship, and that's what Mariner was talking about. They do say that it's bigger and it's more. It's generally its missions are designed for complex engineering and stuff. So that was cool, but I kind of got the feeling that it's very related to the Cerritos or the California class type design. Plutopia. It is supposed to be the Parliament class. It should have been named Ottawa instead of Vancouver, but like the names of the shuttles. Yes, yes. But if Parliament class, you could only have like what the Ottawa and maybe something British. They have Parliament as well. I don't know how it works. Anyway, Broken Speaker, $3. Money, evening, Captain. Hello, Broken Speaker. How are you? Hope you are well. Thomas, hey Foley, just got here. Pretty indifferent. The story was again close to track. The jokes were toned down, and I'm starting to hate that Boimler is the butt of every joke to prop up Mariner. Well, yeah, I can see why you'd say that. However, I think it was handled well. I love that she kind of looked like an idiot for a while. He, of course, totally looked like an idiot. But then the fact that that he had the parasite for a month already was kind of interesting. I didn't see that coming, so that was good. That was a good little twist. So, oh, and the funniest thing was, yeah, it'll upset both of us, or it'll disrupt both of us. Wait a minute, how many people are on your colony or on your planet? 2, or no, just me and my wife. 2? There are 2 people on your fucking planet? Well, we're rich. Implode the goddamn moon. Yeah, that was good. That was hilarious. This was a good episode. It had some really good Star Trek moments. This is like something that you would see the Enterprise doing, and even the whole diplomacy thing of, we're going to get you gravel from the planet so you can worship it. You're going to be relocated to the 6th moon, which will now technically be the 5th moon, so you're still fine. And I just thought that was great. That was very Starfleet. That was very TNG. Ron Sarna at James Roberts. When the ships change, too much, people claim foul. Well, I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, some people might complain, but fuck them. The ship should be different. I don't like that's the reason for them not making the ship much different. Rude Chef, it's a good friend of mine. Errant, how's it going? Great episode. I think Mariner is in love with Boimler. I thought that going into it. And even the line she says where, no, I try not to feel anything when I'm around Boimler. He's a dork, but he's my dork. I don't know. I can see that becoming a thing, and I kind of said that in our prediction video, that's what I thought the case may be. She's actually jealous. She just doesn't want to admit it to herself. I don't know if that's the case. I could see them doing that, but at the same time, I'm not sure I really want them to. So I see what you're saying, though. Let's see. We have 127 people watching. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you guys for watching, tuning in. Love you guys. Hit the like button because we only have 74 likes. We can get to 100 easily with 127 people watching. If you haven't hit like, you're a bad person, and you should hit like to redeem yourself. And I know Rude Chef out there, Aaron, you haven't hit like yet, so hit the like button. I just know you haven't. I'm not trying to be an asshole. Sorry. Area 51, I think Kirk said clear up those damn channels or something. Yeah, that's not what I was thinking of, though. Colin Barrett, or the ship smelled like industrial strength lavatory cleaner. Elon Musk, there's a reason Samuel is below you in rank. He clearly doesn't contribute as much, if anything, to the channel when compared to you. That is not true. Samuel is the one that does the editing for all the videos. He also comes up with a lot of the show ideas, and he does the animations and stuff for our ship render or for our ship episodes. So Samuel does a shit ton of work, probably more than me. I mean, I do my Eagle Moss reviews and I edit all those, and my captain's logs, which I haven't done in a while, and my movie reviews and stuff like that. But those are kind of side things and not really the main Trekyards channel. So no, Samuel does probably the lion's share of the work when it comes to the technical aspects of things. I'm just the face. I'm the front man. I'm the guy that talks to y'all. So, but thank you, Elon. I appreciate that. Let's see, a Kirk Sunday with Trip Tucker sprinkles. There it is. I knew that she would do that. I assumed she would do it before I said something, but thank you, Jill. Here, now I can't do it tomorrow. Well, you were going to do it tomorrow. You can still do it tomorrow. Change it back to Jill 47 and then you... I know you didn't have your doctor in this one, so you couldn't come up with a line, so I just assumed you would have that. I wasn't trying to... Now I feel bad, Jill. Don't do that. Rude Chef, she calls him my dork. It's a slow burn, but I think they're going to wind up together. Probably. I can see them totally doing that, but at the same time, I kind of hope not. So, good tea, nice house. Plutopia, Vancouver also has its own parliament. Well, there you go. Leonard Nimoy's music career. Where is Samuel this fine night? Well, Samuel is probably sleeping right now. Or if not, he's probably just tuning into this just enough to share it around, and then he'll be going to bed soon, because you got to think it's 3 a.m. over there in the UK. So it's 10 p.m. here, 3 a.m. over there. Tomorrow morning is when I get up early. We film, film our spoiler full review, an edited one, and a few breakdown episodes talking about probably the Vancouver class, a few other little things in the episode. And then Samuel will edit the video together for tomorrow. And, you'll have it in the afternoon, and then we'll do our live at 5 o'clock where we break this down. So he never joins me for these first reaction lives because they're rather late at night here, and they're very much early in the morning or late for him over there. So that's why. Reese, I like the Vanny's warp core is identical in scale to that of the Cerritos from the brief glimpse we got. Further evidence that the Callies are over-engineered by design. Mark, and as Boimler's voiceover explains, the Parliament class, the Vancouver swooped in and overshadowed the Cerritos. Yeah, just parked right over the top of it. I thought that was great. Jonathan Doleha. The marshmallow reference was funny because there was a plasma fire right next to him, almost like marshmallows on a campfire. Yes, I agree, but I still thought it would have been better if he said nacho chips. The ship smells like nacho chips, which would have been hilarious because it's the Cerritos, and a lot of people have been calling it the Doritos. Tangent rambles. Well, with the class name being Parliament, then they can name the ships after cities from any nation that has a parliament, maybe even non-Earth cities. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fleetpaw says, at Elon, Samuel contributes equally to the channel. This is just the Cap's first reaction. Yes. Thomas, blow up the fucking moon. I think she says implode the moon. I forget what she says exactly, but yeah, it's hilarious. Colin says the parasite was cute. Yeah, love her. And I don't know if you heard it, but the parasite said, it was me the whole time. I want to take you out for dinner. So it was the parasite that's in love with her. And apparently she's still infatuated with the parasite. She wants to study the little guy. So, Raymond Borg, $7 Australian. Thank you very much, Raymond. It's a bit like Neelix when he was jealous that Tom Paris was spending time with Kess. Yes. 9 of 7, my boim. Hezraz, I feel she has a bro-sister relationship. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe that I had. But then, as I said, in the prediction video for this one, I kind of assumed that she might have feelings for him that she doesn't want to admit or even know she has at this point, and that's why the jealousy thing cropped up. that being said, it could also be the brotherly, sisterly kind of protection thing. So, yeah, I see where both sides of that argument can come from. Dave Stelzer, $2. I think it's more of a Dax Cisco relationship. I wouldn't say that. Mariner was acting crazy because of the parasite pheromones. I would buy that as well. She's been hanging around with Boimler for a month. So, sure. Leonard Nimoy's music career. Where do you rank below decks or lower decks in all of the Trek shows? Uh, uh, above Discovery and Picard, but it's a separate thing. It's an animated thing. It's a different style of show. So I don't really know if I can rank it. Anyway, Rude Chef 1. Yes, I did. It was like one of the first things I did. Oh, you hit like. Good man. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see. 98. Oh, come on, guys. Now it's down to 97. Can we get 3 more likes? We have 144 people watching. I'm sure we can get to 100 likes. It's easy. Yeah, I clean my glasses and we're up to 103 in that short amount of time. That's fantastic. Ron Sarna says Sam is amazing, and he is in fact that. Foxtrot X-ray. Sure, as soon as I hit the like button, as the captain requested, my laptop crashes. Oh, snap. Sorry, man. I've been kind of having bad luck with technology lately, so that could be all me, and I apologize. Adam Vera, $5. Late as usual. What's going on? Good to see you, Adam, and good to see your super chats. Usually you come in when I'm playing a VR game, and I can't see the super chats when I'm playing VR, but good to see you, Adam. We're just talking about the first reaction to episode 5 of Lower Decks. YJ Wrangler. Also, go back in time and kill the guy that's worse than Hitler. Trump joke? I don't want to stir shit, but ha ha ha. It's funny. I'd never thought about that. I was thinking who could have been worse than Hitler, and like they erased them from history. That's awesome. But you know, yeah. Thomas, holy shit, guy, are you kidding? Sam does the visual effects and editing. The dude is the lifeblood of the channel and presentation. Thomas, you're absolutely right. Fact is, if either one of us went away, the channel would not survive, I don't think. So Leonard's music career, I for one miss Samuel and wish he was joining us tonight. Yeah, I wish he could join us for these as well, but like I said, it's really early for him, and I kind of want to get the first reaction out there and stuff as well. So he normally doesn't have time to do videos on his own because he's got other stuff to do, like, you know, fan films that he's working on or whatever, or just editing in general. So he doesn't have time to usually do videos. He has done a few, like Commander's Corner, we called them for a while, where he does some Q&As, but he just it doesn't have a lot of time for that kind of thing. So I'm the guy that fills that void. So hopefully you guys are fine with that. You're fine with the captain. VavaCat17 puts in 100 rubles. Thank you very much. This is officially the first time we've seen a previously established canon ship on this show, even though briefly. Are those all medical ships? The Olympic class. I'm not sure if those are all medical ships or not. I kind of assumed they were. I need to go back and take a look at the ship actually to see if it does have the medical symbol on it. But I always assumed they were. So yeah, that was a really nice treat. And to see it docked to Deep Space Nine, again, something else they didn't need to do, but that was fantastic. So Forrest Penrod, yeah, there's a little TAS style cargo ship in the next episode. Yes, looking forward to that. Hezraz, I don't need to put them together. They don't need to put them together. Put what together? Martin R., the Quito shows that not all Olympic-class ships are medical ships, as it did first contact missions. How did you know that, Marvin? They never established that it did a first contact missions. I don't know where you're getting that information from. Bill Shatner, if you could do the nasty with a male Star Trek character, which would you pick? Mm, none. Sorry, I don't swing that way, so I never really thought about it. I have no idea. I don't even know how to answer that question. Um, anyway, parallax. The Quinto did not have the symbol of the serpent twisted around the rod on the hull. Okay, good. Uh, BJ Vincent. Hey Cap, did you notice that the first episode with no cold opening before credits? I guess they needed the time. Yeah, I did notice that actually, and I thought, oh shit, did I miss something? Like, what's going on? I was surprised at that actually. Um, Prime 1351, $5. DS9 Dominion War uniforms, a TNG era ship, a beautiful new ship, some stupidly deep cuts, and to top it off, an old Antares class for next week. The hits just keep on coming. This show is made for the hardcore Trekkies, by hardcore Trekkies that understand the references and the little subtle things. So yeah, Matthew DeFritas, hope we get to see us Cerritos work with the USS Titan. Be nice to see a ship realized in on-screen canon. Well, I know the last 3 or 4 episodes they said are going to be epic, so I assume we're going to see something like that, at least another legacy character of some kind. So, Pixie Doodle, I did not hear the parasite clearly. Yeah, it's hard to hear him. Just turn on your subtitles. He keeps saying lover, 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 lover. It was me the whole time. I want to take you out for dinner. Lover, 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 lover. Anyway, um, Area 51. It'd be more interesting that she cares for him and doesn't want anyone to take him away from her, leaving her alone. Tangent rambles. Oh, and we finally got to see the USS Quito. It's an Olympic class science vessel. Colin Barrett. In TNG, there's a planet called Parliament. That's where the Enterprise D was going when the alien energy entity got aboard and possessed Picard. That's absolutely true. That's season 1, I believe. Raymond Borg again, another dollar or 4.50 Australian. Isn't she got the hots for Commander? Doesn't she have the hots for Commander Jack Ransom? Yeah, she thinks he's hot, but you know, there's a difference between having somebody that you think is hot and is kind of a jerk and maybe unreachable, or you know, and there's people you work with every day that you get to know really well and you might not think you're interested in, but turns out that you are. Kind of the same thing happened with Sylvia and I wasn't really interested in her in that way, and we built up a friendship, and you know, we kind of became friends before, you know, anything happened. And I think that's what strengthened our relationship and gave me that good relationship with Sylvia that I never had with anybody else. All of my other, you know, relationships I went into going, you know, with the lustful thoughts. With Sylvia, it wasn't that case. It was just like I got to know her and didn't even think about that. So anyway, we're getting off topic, but that's kind of where I see this, that maybe eventually her and Boimler will get together. But as of right now, it's more of a, you know, big sister kind of protection thing that she has going on. 160 people watching, which is great. 126 likes, guys. We can hit 130 likes. That'd be great. Hunter Nimoy's music career. Do you think Lower Decks is the best Star Trek animated show? Again, you can't really compare it to the original animated show. The original animated show was more serious, had more serious sci-fi kind of writing, and was more in line with the original series episodes. So you can't compare the two. It's different style altogether of everything: storytelling, humor, animation. So again, I like them both. I really enjoy the animated series. The original animated series I think is great. One thing I hate about the original animated series is the music. I cannot stand the music. It's too overdone. But the stories are great. The filmation animation with the motion capture is sometimes a little weird, but overall it's pretty good. Very reminiscent of He-Man, which is also filmation with the motion capture. They get some good, certain movements are good, but they repeat a lot of the animation, and that's just to save money. So it's a kind of a different beast altogether. So again, I don't know if it's the best animated show, but it's definitely really, really good. Area 51, Stalin, far worst by a lot. Well, there you go. Fleet Paw Swiftback, $2. 103 likes, sweetness. Hashtag make Fleet Paw pay again at 150. So we're at 129. Can we hit 150 likes, guys? We have 150 people here, but there are always people going in and out. So there might be more people here that haven't hit like. So if you could just hit like, if you're here, that'd be great. Elon Musk, I see now that I was wrong. Forgive me, Daddy Foley. Don't worry about it. You weren't wrong. You were just asking a question. But I appreciate that, you know, some people like hanging out with the captain, at least. You know, I would hope so anyway. Lawrence Hagwood, has anyone else noticed that even the Cerritos has a number of shuttles? The only one they ever seem to use is the Yosemite. It's just like the Deep Space Nine, where they use the Rio Grande all the time. All the other runabouts would get destroyed, but the Rio Grande, you know, was the one they used the most. Harry 51, you're the face man. Yeah. Tommy Shetler, did you get the email of my kit bash? I believe so. We get a lot of emails with a lot of ships, like, here, look at the ship. I have to go back and take a look, but yes, I remember seeing a kit bash not that long ago, so yes, I'll say. But sorry, I don't recognize the name I offhand, so I apologize. Ron Sarna, get Sam and his father involved, and I would watch them all day long. Yeah, his father's pretty cool. Now, would you guys watch the Admiral all day long? Sylvia, if she came on. A lot of people seem to like when she joins in, so. Good tea, nice house. Hey, Captain, not sure if you mentioned this before in other chats, but have you noticed that the USS Cerritos and Vancouver captain's chair look like the captain's chair on the USS Defiant? We haven't pointed that out, but yeah, I can see where you're getting that. I'm just really annoyed that the bridge of the Vancouver is the same as the Cerritos. The layout, the chairs, everything, that bugs me a little bit. I wish they were different, but George Magrum, the Edo reference was beyond epic. Yes, the sexy people that run around in jumpers and kill you for walking on the grass. Reese, Beckett says she was on the Quito, whatever, that Olympic class for a first contact mission in episode 1. Oh, okay, well, yeah, she does say that, doesn't she? Doesn't mean, though, that it's not a medical ship. I mean, if they're out doing their job and they happen to run across a situation that would need them to do first contact, I'm sure any ship would do that. So, again, just saying. Dave Stelzer, I may be wrong, but it looks like it might be Antares from Charlie X in the next episode, NCC 501. Well, actually, NCC 501 or 500 would be the USS Saladin or Saladin, which is the single-celled destroyer from the Franz Joseph Technical Manual. So, Marvin R. The Quito was a ship that did first contact for the planet in the first episode. It's how Mariner met the farmers. There you go. I'm way behind in the chat, guys, so I apologize. Hezrez, my chats are coming in late. That is why they sound crazy. No, I'm also behind. That's why I sound crazy. It's a sister ship to the USS Antares, says Marvin. Tangent rambles. The Quito proponent. Okay, yeah, okay. Yep, got it. William J. Hey, how's it going? Really funny start and end to the episode. The middle was a bit weaker. Yeah, but it's still, I think, the best episode of Lower Decks so far. Very much TNG styled plot and story. So Springtime, Trekyards. The Olympic class was a fan designed by one production model maker for TNG DS9 that they both used both for all good things and was originally a TNG Daedalus class. You mean a TOS Daedalus class? But yes. I'm just going to skip forward a little bit and miss a few comments, so I apologize. Pixie Doodle, my only gripe was the pacing too fast. Good jokes, but a second or more is needed to appreciate each line. I can see why you'd say that. I thought the pacing was better than the first episode, but I didn't have a problem with it. So, Bill Shatner, I didn't go to Leonard Nimoy's funeral. Bill. Mr. Killer FF. Wow. Anyway, Lawrence Hegwood, you got my name right. Good Captain. Thank you. No problem. Hopefully I got it right that time as well. Christian Yeager says, hey Captain, hope you're having a great night. I am so far, thank you. Dark Cisco. Lower Decks is growing on me. The Vancouver was a nice looking vessel. It was indeed. Misha, $5. Have to go soon, but thanks for the first look. Cheers. Well, thank you, Misha. Much appreciated. Ozzy Madero's $5. Who was the admiral living next to the commander on the other ship? Was River or Picard? Okie dokie, Skeleton Hands, also another female captain. Yes. I don't know who the admiral was, but... Ron Sara, Admiral Sylvia is invited anytime. Get off my lawn. Sean Marrero, hey Captain, a pretty good episode of Lower Decks. Hope you had an awesome night. Live long and prosper. Well, thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. JL Show 10. First contact is usually done by the ship closest. Yeah, it depends on the situation, but generally, yeah. If it was just happened to be a medical ship that was going by and needed to stop and do first contact, they're trained for that, but it's not their primary mission. So I think all Starfleet vessels are equipped to do first contact if need be. So. Plutopia. Interesting that the observation lounge on the Vancouver has a window in the doors, and it's on the same side as where the captain's ready room would be on the Cerritos. Plutopia, you're wrong. If you watch the time or the Temporal Edict episode, no, the last episode, episode 4, where Mariner's getting shit from the captain, and she leaves the ready room doing the. You see the view screen of the bridge. So the ready room for the Cerritos is on the right side at the front, where the emergency turbo lift to the battle bridge would be on the Enterprise D. So the Vancouver would probably be the same with the briefing room on the left-hand side, because we don't know what that left-hand side door goes to on the Cerritos yet. So I would assume it's just the same layout because everything else was the same. So. Reese, NCC 502 from the next episode is apparently a Saladin class according to Memory Beta at USS Darius. I suspect this is going to be retconned. Oh, it definitely will be retconned. 160 people watching, 144 likes. Can we get 6 more likes? Can we get to 150 likes? That is the goal. 150 would be great. I won't ask for any more likes if I get to 150. So there you go. I think we can do it. JJM Freeze 123. You, sir, are a James T. Kirk Sunday with Trip Tucker sprinkles. Aw, that's the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me. Thank you very much. I'm sure Sylvia would agree with you. Although I don't think I'm... No. Swagmaster 23. Who wants the Cerritos to be added to Star Trek Armada 3 mod as a destroyer or light cruiser? I do. Absolutely 100% yes. Rognick, just running the episode over in my head, and I just realized Boimler said lover quite a bit at the start. That's nearly everything the little parasite said. Neat foreshadowing there. Yeah, absolutely. And even Mariner's like, would you stop saying lover? So, The Cerritos captain's daughter pettiness kills the character. Still, my only giggle comes from the beginning in the intro when the ship's nacelle clips the ice mountain. Rhode Island, Trekyards. Captain, did you see your cameo on Trek Culture last week? It's at the beginning of you running away from the camera. Yes, I did. I worked with Trek Culture to do that. They requested that I do that. And my son helped me film it. And yes, I actually play Call of Duty with Bronzy, the one host from Trek Culture, and their editor, Chris. So they asked me if I'd do that little cameo for them. So hopefully you guys liked that. It was fun to do, and you know, I got a good chuckle out of it. So Leonard Nimoy's music career. Cap, have you ever cosplayed at a con? If so, as who? Any pictures or video? No, I don't do cosplay. When I go to a con, I wear this. It's my Trekyards uniform. I'm Captain Foley, so I do cosplay. I have a yellow one for TOS. I have a gray one, which is kind of like an off-duty or a Nemesis style one. I got this one, which I use for TNG because it's the maroon color. But they all have the Trekyards emblem thing. And usually wear black pants, and I also have a sidearm, like a holster for my phaser, which is my Wand Company phaser over there. So that's my costume. I don't really cosplay. I want someone to cosplay as Captain Foley. That's what I want to see. Samuel is a cosplayer. He does many Stargate and Star Trek cosplays and has quite a few nice uniforms. So he's more of the one to ask for that kind of thing. I've never really cosplayed, so. I am not a Nugget Blackheart. I used to spam a ton of those ships and would actually win somehow. Ron Sarna, does that mean Vancouver has bunk rooms too? I was wondering the same thing when they were talking about the doors, whoosh, and they were talking about being transferred to the Vancouver. I wondered the same thing, so. Swagmaster 23, was Enterprise E in operation during Cerritos time? Yes, it was. I am not a Nugget Blackheart. Lower Decks has exceeded my expectations. I'm actually quite impressed, as are a lot of people, yes. Rosetta Allen is here. Foley, hope you are doing amazing. I am doing all right, Rosetta. Good to see you. Let's see here. Project Achieva. You would think Balmer would notice the parasite in his hair, which if he restyled it to be a badass. Well, see, I think it might have been burrowed into his skull or something. And then once he got knocked unconscious, it kind of came to the surface a bit to maybe kind of find out what was going on or to breathe or something. And that's when it was like ruffled in his hair. But yeah, I kind of agree if it was just sitting there. Plus, it's been a month, but you don't wash your hair or style it in a month. So. Ron Sarna, Trek is not fun. Why would a captain run away? I'm so confused by that statement. Swagmaster 23, I did a Minecraft cosplay 3 years ago. Cool. Reese, despite the Vanny's captain acting snobbish, she defers to Freeman for the whole episode, inferring Freeman has seniority. She even gives the implode order to the Vancouver's crew. Your thoughts? It's an interesting thought. Were they on the Vancouver when they gave that order, or were they on the Cerritos? I'm not sure about that, but I never really caught that, so I'll have to watch it again and see what you're saying. So. Leonard Nimoy's music career, do you ever do autograph signings? Well, we've been to a few conventions where we have a table or a booth, and yes, we have signed a few. Some people request them, don't know why, but, and it was actually funny because in Ticonderoga at the James Colley TOS sets, somebody asked us to sign their technical manual. Was it there or was it somewhere else? It might have been at a convention. Anyway, somebody asked us, me and Samuel, to both sign the technical. Oh, it was in Birmingham, in the UK. That's right. he had like other actors signing this technical manual, and he wanted us to sign it because we're the ship guys, and we're like, "Are you sure? Because that might devalue the cost of it, because we're basically nobody." He said, "Absolutely, I love your show. I want you guys to sign it." So we have done them. We also offer them in Indiegogo campaigns when we do them, if you guys want a signed thing from us. So. Colin Barrett, all we need now is a convention to cosplay at. Yes, well, if you guys ever see or do a Captain Foley or Commander Cocking's cosplay, I want to see it. I think it would be hilarious. You and a buddy dress up as the commander and the captain, and I think that'd be great. I would get a real kick out of that. Ron Sarna, I met Captain Foley running away. What would I run away from? What are you talking about? BJ Vincent, I love Boimler's comment concerning his girlfriend. She's as real as the hopped up Q on Captain Picard Day. Yeah, there's a lot of references in this one for sure. Tangent Rambles, the Vancouver seemed to be large enough that ensigns probably had shared rooms, or at least more subdivided bunk rooms. I kind of agree with that, absolutely. I am not a nugget, Blackheart. The Vancouver and Cerritos had the same bridge. Yes, we noticed. We're going to talk about that probably, because that's kind of an irritating thing, in my opinion. I wish that wasn't the case. So, Reese, they were on the Vancouver since that is where the talks were being held, and it was then the Vancouver that fired on the moon. Good point. Lower Actual, man, I wish I was as smooth as Kirk Sunday with Trip Tucker sprinkles. Tangent Rambles, Captain Freeman was on the Vancouver when she gave the order to implode the moon. I am not a nugget, Blackheart. Mariner was right when she said it literally is the same on the inside as the Cerritos. Yeah, the shuttle bay, the bridge. And she's served on 5 starships, so she knows. Project Achieva, there was a small continuity error too. Boimler had the gifts in the morning, or in the beginning, and then much later on again, pants pulling scene. I think the scenes were split out of order. Yeah, I noticed that too. We're probably going to talk about that in a video, I'm not sure, or we'll talk about it on our live tomorrow. But yeah. BJ Turon, Star Trek original series set 2 at Ticonderoga is amazing. We need to see the USS Ticonderoga in lower decks. Yes. Fleet Pass Swiftback, $5, 160. Yee! Thanks a lot, folks. The Jeffries Tube monster has been fed for the night. Can we hit 200 for its dessert? Hashtag made Fleet Pa pay. Let's see, 158 people here with 161 likes. I'm sure we could do that. I also wouldn't mind another $20 in super chats if possible, just to kind of get us over that hump. We've kind of been in a slump lately as far as that goes. So if you could, like a couple 5s, a couple 4s, whatever, a 10, that'd be great. But another 20 or so in super chats would be fantastic before we close out here. I'm not sure how much longer we're going to go, but if you guys have more topics to talk about, throw them my way, because I would love to chat about them. Let's see. I am not a nugget, Blackheart. Laughing my ass off. Glad I'm not the only one who was a bit irritated. Leonard Nimoy's music career. What do you think of the way Kirk died? It's kind of shit, wasn't it? It was kind of shit. Tommy Schnettler, implode the moon. Rognick, thoughts about the DS9 flashback. The shapeshifter transformation is just a bit creepy to me. Third R&M moment of the series. Rick and Morty. Oh, yeah. I thought it was a little bit too much. It's kind of a weird shapeshifter. Plus, it ate the one lady. A little dark, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. Rosetta Allen, I'm just here to see you Foley and give you some support. I'm very soft tonight. Soft, like squishy. Leonard Nimoy's music, by the way, thank you, Rosetta, I appreciate that. Leonard Nimoy's music career, who do you think is the worst main actor in all of Star Trek? They're all great in their own way. The guy that plays Kiesner in the 2009 JJ film. There you go. That's all I can think of. Reese, I think a subtle distinction was that the Vancouver had those burgundy carpets even on the bridge and the orange L cars. Yeah, that's the thing with all the ships. There's the Cerritos is gold in the shuttle bay or yellow, and yellow striping, yellow on the outside as well. And yeah, the Vancouver's the burgundy. The ship last week, the Merced, whatever, was blue. So that's kind of neat, actually. I kind of like that. Swagmaster23. After watching so much sci-fi, I'm now working on making my own sci-fi show, something like Expanse with green screen ship model shooting. That'd be cool to see. If you do that, share the videos on either Fleetyards or Trekyards, depending on whether it's Star Trek related or not. But please do that. Tangent Rambles. The Vancouver had red lettering instead of gold in the shuttle bay. That's one interior difference. Yes. Walter Koenig. If you could turn into a fish and get sexy with fish Captain Janeway, would you? Hey, any opportunity to get sexy, I'm down. Especially if I'm a fish. Get what I can take, or take what I can get. That's what I meant. Yeah. Words are hard sometimes. Project Achieva. The same bridges was a joke, and there's no reason for Freeman to be jealous. She has the same layout, lol. Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking the second time watching, going, why is she? I mean, the ship's bigger. It's probably newer and smells nicer. It smells like more new car design, or new car smell. But seriously? Yeah. Lore Actual, $20 over the hump. Thank you very much. That was very much appreciated. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Swagmaster23, I will release the series on YouTube. That is awesome. Just let us know. Share it on the Facebook pages. Reese, the fact that so many of the Cali and Parliament interiors match up almost feels like mimicking TNG's set conversion and suggesting that these ships are the same line designed to work together. Yeah. Which I love Mariner's little line that they're pretty much identical, guys. And it does seem like even the layout, definitely internally, but externally as well, it almost seems like this is the next generation of the California class ship, like almost like a refit, but not. Just they changed the position of the engineering pod, which is a better design choice for the Vancouver anyway. So Rosetta Allen, $10, just because you said hump. Have a little love, Foley. My hump, my lovely lady humps, my bumps. I don't know the song, but I got lovely lady humps. There you go. I said it some more times. Money? Just kidding. Thank you, Rosetta. I am not a nugget. Blackheart, $1. Thank you very much. No comment, but thank you. I appreciate that. Pixie Doodle. Any idea behind the Vancouver name? Well, I think a lot of the animation is done in Vancouver, Canada. I believe so anyway. So maybe that's why, as a tribute to that. Parallax, I wonder if Rutherford and Tendi got a hyaronolin treatment after being exposed to the plasma fire. Probably not. I am not a nugget Blackheart. I can only afford $1 at the moment. Well, thank you. If you can only afford $1, please don't give $1 because I don't want to be responsible for anybody being out. But thank you very much. It's still appreciated. Pixie Doodle. Each character seems to be getting equal attention. Good job. Yes, that is one of the fantastic things about this style of storytelling, the episodic style, which is what is sorely lacking from Discovery and Picard. More so Picard, though. I think Discovery focuses a little bit more on different characters per episode. Not so much. But Picard, I think, is more story driven, and therefore the characters don't really get a chance to have those moments. So BJ Vincent, well, we learned Boimler's full first name is Bradward, and he wears a boy's size small. Yeah, what's with Bradward? I don't know. Plutopia, the MSD for the Vancouver showed a lot of Argo vehicles in the shuttle bay, and where was the engine room? I don't know if I don't remember seeing a MSD for the Vancouver unless it's in the background. The one that Mariner runs up to, that's on the Cerritos, which we know there's a lot of Argos on that. And it's hard to see the engineering room. Now, we did ask Mike McMahon where the engine room is. It's in an upcoming video, guys. We focused on the ship questions for you guys. Where's the shuttle base? Where's the engineering room? What's up with the registry? No registry on the front. Those will all be answered in a video probably coming this weekend. There's 2 more videos with Mike McMahon during our interview. So stay tuned for those. You got the ship answers you've been looking for. Bill Shatner, do a spin like those epic Ninjago Lego people. No. Hezraz, I think the shifter burned Angie's face off. Mariner said not wanting to see a friend's face be burned off again. Oh, the shifter, yeah. Trevor Gunderson, $5. We just redid the floors. No. Yeah, that was good. We're rich. Where's that Alan? Foley is a perv. He wants any sexy time he can get. Yeah. I'm not going to deny that. Ozzy, $5. Now we know faster. Now we know faster the ship goes. Warp 7, maximum warp speed. Okie dokie, skeleton hands. They didn't say it's maximum warp. They just said, you know, how the ship shakes and rumbles when it gets to warp 7. That like a lot of cars, they have that natural frequency. You get a car sometimes up to 120, 130 kilometers an hour, and things start to shake. Then you get over that, you get to 140, 145. Not that I drive that fast, but and then the shaking goes away because it's the natural resonance. So I don't think that's the maximum speed, but it can at least get up to warp 7. So of course it would. Tim McCaffrey, definitely 2 ships next week in the debris scene, maybe 2 Antares class ships. Yeah, I'm looking forward to next week for sure. Rosetta Allen, good grief, don't ever sing again. My poor bleeding ears, and you don't have lady humps. Those would be called moobs. Breasticles. Misha, $15. Here's some hump help. Thank you, Misha. I appreciate that. It gets me thinking bad things. Reese, I stand corrected on my theory that Cerritos is a young ship. She's now officially gone around the quadrant a few times, and I adore that Rutherford and Tendi are growing fond of her, warts and all. Yeah, that's another question we asked Mike McMahon is how old is the ship? Where does it fit in the timeline? When was it constructed? So like I said, stay tuned for part 2 and 3 of that episode, of that interview with Mike McMahon, because the ship details, they're coming out. They're coming at you soon. Adam Vera, again, Adam, you're amazing. $10. Not really in this room. Not really in this room that do designs up anyway. Not really in this room that do designs up anyway. What? Swagmaster 23. I love the time Captain says Mariner to send them a message for a dinner, but she fires a warning shot at them that wants sending a message means a space battle. It was hilarious. The time Captain says Mariner to send them a message for a dinner. I don't know what you're talking about there. Rognick, I know you do. I know you do. Sorry. Rosetta's messaging me privately as well. So I know you do. So Sub Mega 6 shirt. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Reese, Snow Mariner consults a completely new LCARS for the Vancouver. Her shuttle bay is huge. Well, I'll have to take a look at that. I don't know why she wasn't on the goddamn... Oh, yeah, she was. She did go over in the shuttle. See, that's another thing. They don't make clear what ship they're on throughout most of the episode. I assume they went over to the Vancouver and then went back to the Cerritos at some point. But... Tommy Schnettler. Anyone going to mention that Batleth? Hopefully I got it right in the background. I see nothing. You see nothing. You know nothing. Rosetta Allen. Good night, Foley. Going to rest while I still feel deep, spiritual, and soft-hearted. Well, rest well, my friend. That's nice. Nebula class, Sutherland. It's one that Riker was, or Riker, Data was in command of. Protopia. The MSD is out of Vancouver. I took a screen cap. I as well took screen caps, of course, for our review tomorrow, so I'll have to check them out later. I was just screen capping as I was going, so. In case you haven't seen it, here's part 1 of the Trekyards Mike McMahon interview. Thank you very much for sharing that, Fleet Pie. Yeah, check out the Mike McMahon interview, you know, the creator of Lower Decks. We got a chance to speak with him, which was awesome, so. Christian Yeager. Good night, Captain. 2056. Good night. Okay. Ron Sarna. Now we know why admirals go bad. ISFJ 1009, $5. Would have been fun if the little alien made Boimler hot to more females, including Mariner. Could Mariner be crushing on Boimler on the inside? LOL. Yeah, that would have been a lot better, actually. Where he thought because he got a girlfriend and had a little bit more confidence that was what was, making other ladies go, ooh, hey, Boimler, how's it going? And even Mariner, like, I think that'd be great, actually. Unfortunately, they didn't do that, but yeah, just him getting a girlfriend, having a little bit more self-confidence, self-esteem, being more, confident within himself because of the girlfriend thing, makes him think that the other ladies are attracted to him a little bit more. That would have been great. Project Achieva. Shaq says Pip stayed consistent this episode. It was only in one scene, and they cut from front shot to a back shot to a front shot again. I'm like, please have it change between. That would be fucking great. But no, it didn't. So yeah. I am not a Nugget Blackheart. Honestly, as someone who knows TNG, Mike McMahon should helm Picard season 2. He could do some serious TNG stuff, I believe, and know who to hire as serious writers. I 1000% agree with everything you just said. Breen was mentioned in this episode. Will we see the Breen? Says Pixie Doodle. I don't think we'll see them, but it was a good reference. Reese, you tease us with Mike's interview data. When can we expect the next load of this behind-the-scenes gold? As far as I know, Sunday. Pretty sure that Friday or Saturday's release will be all about the Vancouver class. And then Sunday will be part 1 or part 2 of the interview with the ship information, is my guess. Snoopy McQueen, $5. With a pair laughing. Ha ha ha. Rosetta Allen, narc. Yes. Let's see. Good tea, nice house. Lower Decks takes place in 2380. Mariner is approximately 25 to 30 years old. First contact is said in 2372. So why would Beckett be a DS9 uniform talking about the events of Descent that took place in 2371? Yeah, the Descent reference was a little early. That being said, it was the end of season 6, beginning of season 7. So, and then the movies with the uniform. Yeah, there's a little bit of a discrepancy there, but I did love the reference about the Enterprise. Something new seems to happen to them every week. Save some of the, stuff for us. That was great. But yeah, there is a little discrepancy there. Snoopy McQueen, Captain, are you excited for Discovery? I am, actually. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. The 2 new characters seem interesting, and of course I'm eager to see more Tilly. And my friend Anthony Rapp, who I do talk to fairly regularly, Stamets. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going on with Discovery. They can't really mess too much up now because they're in the future, so we'll see how it goes. Pixie Doodle, what is your impression after meeting Mike McMahon? He surprised the hell out of us. He knows his Star Trek. He has a love for the material and the canon of Trek, and it shows. It's showing every episode of Lower Decks, and it's getting better and better. He's also been working on season 2. I think they're halfway through the development of season 2, or it's half done from kind of what we got. So hopefully we'll have season 2 next year, because next year is going to be pretty light for a lot of things. I mean, yes and no. Picard season 2 hasn't started filming because of COVID. Strange New Worlds hasn't started filming because of that as well. So they'll start filming next year, hopefully, if they can. But also, all the movies that were supposed to come out this year, like Top Gun Maverick, is coming out next year. So next year is going to be lots of movies competing with each other if the theaters reopen, and a lot of productions getting back underway to filming, which means we're not going to see much until the following year. So 2022 is probably when a lot of this is going to happen. But Lower Deck season 2 will probably be next year. So will Star Trek Prodigy, the Nickelodeon one, because it's also animated, which is easy for them to do animated with COVID going on. And Orville might be done next year. Mandalorian, of course, October 30th is this year. It's going to be season 2, which is awesome. So next year is a mixed bag, whether it's going to be busy or not. We're not really 100% sure. But I'm excited that Mike McMahon's at the helm, and meeting him was great. Knowing now his love for Star Trek, I'm excited to have... I have faith, and faith of the heart, if you will, in his creative decisions for Lower Decks. So, Rosette Allen, Foley narking on me, sending messages. What a brat! I was heading off to bed. To hear that just means you're lurking. You just say, I'm going to bed. He talked about me. I always wonder if people say, yeah, I'm going to bed, and I'm behind in the chat, or I'm leaving, see you later, bye, and I say bye to them, whether they actually hear that. I think a lot of times they do. A lot of times I'll say, yeah, I gotta leave, I gotta go do things, and then I'll stick around for like 10, 15, 20 minutes sometimes. So. Rude Chef, turning in for the night. Have a good one. There you go. See you later, Errant. Hope you have a good night, and we'll have to get together soon. Star King throws in $20. This episode was great. These episode was great. Thank you very much, Star King. Very much appreciated. That is an awesome super chat and really helps us out. So again, if you guys can and you can super chat, please do so. It really helps us out. Let's see, we have 158 people watching with 180 likes. That is awesome. Can we hit 190 likes? Can we get 10 more likes? Are there 10 people out there that haven't hit like yet? Although, shit, I just realized I said if we got to 150, I wouldn't ask for likes. Sorry. Forgot what I said. Tommy, give up on the last name. Schnettler. Schnettler? I'll give up on it. Hey, Tommy. Sorry. I don't mean to butcher people's names, but I do all the time. Let's see. Patrick is here. Mr. Defiant Mr. Raven Productions. Bill, you are probably him with a different profile. What? Oh, yeah, probably. Ron Sarna. Boimler could have been uncertain deep down as he knew he had a girlfriend from Canada. Reese, I look forward to Sunday. Scotty praised the Kelvin Prize ample nacelles. Me, I love the Vancouver's massive impulse engines. She looked like she could have towed that moon. The impulse engines were quite impressive, especially when compared with the Cerritos or the California class impulse engines, which are little pissy things on the back of the saucer. So, Project Achievia, I'm surprised there were no Canada jokes in this episode. I know. Captain Kirk, where do the Lower Decks uniforms rank overall? That's a conversation we'll need to have at some point, because they're quite interesting design, actually. So we will need to talk about that, but I can't really give you an answer to that right now. Tony, I think this was the best episode so far. This has a good blend between Star Trek and Futurama. Yes. Black Delegation, don't let small things ruin great scenes for you folks. Enjoy or not, I don't care, lol. They don't, it doesn't affect my enjoyment of something to kind of nitpick a scene and find something funny or off about it. Actually, it adds to my enjoyment because I'm like digging deep into the episodes. So I am not a nugget. Blackheart, Top Gun, Maverick should be heavily promoted for drive-in theaters. You want people going to a drive-in theater to watch Maverick? You realize when they leave, they're going to drive like fucking morons. They're going to have fucking Danger Zone blaring. They're going to be driving like maniacs. Like when people leave the theater from the Fast and the Furious movies. Oh my god. Reese, I can see Lower Decks getting another renewal because it seems animated can be processed easier under COVID. Maybe not easier, but easily. It's something that can be compartmentalized enough to do. Donnie Pearson, I shall wait till Disney's 20th Century releases the final season of the Orville on physical home media formats. Well, there you go. BJ Tehran, in terms of animated sci-fi, have you seen the animated Cowboy Bebop? Good mix of action, comedy, and drama. I had it years ago on VHS. At Cowboy Bebop. I don't know how many there are or whatever, but I don't remember much of it. So, Brian Harvard just got here. Quick thought about episode 5, the best of them so far. The best episode out of the 5 we've seen of Lower Decks. So. Let's see. Can we get another 20 likes? The Jeffrey's 2 Monster is craving some dessert. I'd hate to send him to bed without dessert. Well, 193 likes. 7 away from 200. But I can't ask for another 7 likes because I said I wasn't going to ask for any more likes. So Fleetpaw, ask for another 5 likes because we're at 195 now. 196 now, so 4 more. If you haven't hit like, hit it. Adam Vera, dude, still chatting, yes. Rosette Allen, plus I came back when you narked on me. Now you can't get rid of me. Oh my god, I have a case of the Rosettas. Leonard Nimoy's music career. Have you ever auditioned to be in a Star Trek show or a movie? If not, would you? I absolutely would, but I can't because I'm not in the Screen Actors Guild, so I would love to. It'd be great. I would never get it because I'm a piss poor actor, but... Mr. Manwich, I will smash that like button if you tell us your best Star Trek joke. Alexa, tell me a Star Trek joke.
Who's the #1 soccer player on the Starship Enterprise? Commander William Stryker.
Commander William Stryker. Stryker. Yeah, there you go. Adam Vera, $5, 200 likes. Ooh, 201 likes. Awesome. The Ronin, $2. Loved Mariner asking, computer and program. Captain Casey Stewart, I actually kind of liked. Boimler's girlfriend. I did too. Let's see. Defiant Mr. Raven Productions, not feeling good at the moment, kind of in a really hyper mood. They showed the Inquiry class on 10 Forward live stream for STO last night, and instead of being Zen ship, it's a fucking R&D box ship. Man, that sucks. Ron Sarna, drive-in concerts have worked well. Yes. I am not a Nugget Blackheart. How can you watch the movie without blasting Danger Zone? Right? Misha, don't worry. They won't be that pumped after Maverick because no F-14 Tomcats in it. There is an F-14 Tomcat in it. We saw a hint of it in the trailer, and there's behind-the-scenes photos where it's actually in a hangar, and one shot where it's on an aircraft carrier. So there's one F-14 in it. I think it's probably an experimental F-14 or one they have to steal from the Iranians or whoever else. But I think that's the premise of the show, that Maverick is going to be in an F-14 at some point. The F-18s aren't bad, but they ain't no F-14s. But there is an F-14 in the movie. So even though it's not real. They moved a real one onto an aircraft carrier by crane to get that on the deck footage. There is behind-the-scenes footage of one in a hangar with snow around, so either in a mountain range or something, and there's going to be CG footage of it flying. So there you go. Spoilers. Ririk 10 Yuyitin. Here's a like, my man. Well, thank you very much. We have 201 likes. That is awesome. Thank you. Reese, I highly recommend the anime The Irresistible Captain Taylor to any fans of Lower Decks. Just finished watching through it with a friend today, and it has as much the same energy. Claire and Vald, tell Mike we need a tardigrade joke, like what they did with Kentucky Fried Porgs. Bill Shatner, is there any actor you think would be perfect for a JJ style recast of an old Star Trek character? Also, to clarify, I am not an alt account. Well, if you are Bill Shatner, welcome, my friend. I don't know why in God's name you'd be watching me, but any actor to recast for JJ? Well, they did an all right job with the recasting. I would have to think about that. There's no people better than the original crew. Like, for Kirk, William Shatner, you're the man. So there you go. That's one I'd really have to think about and look through some actors for. But yeah, I don't know. Rosetta Allen must be hard. Not currently, no. Curtis Simpkins, Captain, I can only hit like once, my friend. LOL. Yes, that is sadly true. I am not a Nugget Blackheart, though would have been a lot cooler had he flown an F-16. No, it wouldn't have. There's Iron Eagle for that. Doug Masters can fly the F-16. Not a fan of the F-16 personally. The F-14 is where it's at, my friend. Rosetta Allen, you have to tolerate a busty Trekkie so rough. Poor Foley. Yeah, plus there's Sylvia, who's also busty. Leonard Nimoy's music career. Star Trek could at least call you for a cameo. That would be great, actually. People recommended that we be a background of a Discovery episode or something. And we wanted to we mentioned to somebody to do a voiceover for something. I can't remember what. One of the actors we talked to, they're like, well, it would be great, but you have to be a member of the Screen Actors Guild to even do a voiceover these days. So we'd have to go about it that way. But yeah, I would love to have a background role or a walk-on role. That'd be great. But honestly, I don't think we're important enough for that to happen. But thank you. Fleet Pop Swiftback, $5. 201. The Jeffrey's Tube Monster got his ice cream and apple pie. Hashtag Jeffrey's Tube Monster happy. Hashtag made Fleet Pop hay again. Brian Harvard, love seeing DS9 in the flashback. I was hoping to hear Quark or see Morn, but I'm still happy with what I got. Rosetta just messaged me. Once you narc, I never leave. Well, I guess I gotta narc more often. Because I don't mind having you around. Leonard Nimoy's music career. Would you and Samuel ever consider putting together a fan film together? Yes, we absolutely would. We actually had plans to do a motion comic, which would involve our characters, Captain Foley and Commander Calkins, but that's another story. That's for another live that we'll talk about that. Rosetta Allen, I love making things hard, darling. Yeah, she makes life hard for a lot of people. Misha, I have a model of the Iranian F-14AM, and thanks. Great to hear they still put one in, even if they're long retired from the United States Navy. P.S. Sent you a hump chat a bit ago. Hope it helps. Keep it up. Yeah, I saw that. Thank you very much, Misha. And yeah, there will be an F-14, at least one, in the movie, and hopefully it's the kind of the MacGuffin that they're going after. So. Let's see, Captain Ron Phillips. Hey, Cap, love the episode. Gotta love that Mariner flashback to DS9. What was with that afro? A nod to Nichelle Nichols. I don't know, but it was great. I thought it was fantastic. I am not a Nugget Blackheart. LOL. Damn, you actually got the reference. What reference did I get? Oh, Doug Masters. Yeah. Mr. Manwich, who do you think was the best JJ recast? Definitely Carl Urban as McCoy. Hands down. Terry Farley, no, the F-15 is the best. Is it though? I mean, in real world, yes, it is, because it's still used and it's still being upgraded and it's still multifunction, mission capable. But no, the F-14 is still superior. Jay, I fucking love you Canadians. Well, thank you. Rosetta, no, just a devious troublemaker. Yes, true. Terry Farley, F-14 is behind the F-16 in many ways. Yeah, well, they all have their advantages. So, I am not a Nugget Blackheart. I thought I was the only one that loved Iron Eagle. Never say die, Iron Eagle. Nothing's forever, now or ever. No, you're not the only one that loved Iron Eagle. Lou Gossett Jr. as Chappie was great in that. Anyway, that's another story for another time. I'm not a Nugget Blackheart. I like the F-14, but I love the F-16. Yeah, a lot of people have their faves. My buddy Scott, when I was in high school, was a huge F-16 fan, and Iron Eagle was his movie. Top Gun was my movie. I love the F-14. It's just a thing. So, Chappie! Defiant Mr. Raven Productions. I made Captain Foley on WWE 2K19. That's awesome. I think you sent me a picture of that, which is cool. Terry Farrell, F-15 and F-16 both out-accelerate, not maneuver, even the F-14D. Yes, not really at low altitudes, though. The F-14 down low is very maneuverable. And you get in a turning fight with an F-14 and down low, you're fucked. Also, the F-14 can kill you from like 75 miles away. So you wouldn't even see it coming. So F-14 rules. Colin Barrett, Trekyards, the musical, LOL. Rosetta Allen, cold, Foley, very cold. What did I do? I'm behind in the chat, so it doesn't help. You gotta talk to me about what you're referring to. Terry Farley, Tricky Dicky Cheney ruined the Navy by canceling further F-14 development, or F-14D procurement. Yeah, I've been watching some videos about the F-14. They had some good plans for it, and then they fucked it up, but whatever. Let's see. I'm not a Nugget Blackheart, and the B-52 White. Actually, now come to think of it, why was the F-14 retired so early? It was expensive. It was very expensive to fly and to maintain and to upgrade. There's videos about it. I just watched a few like last month. I went on like an F-14 binge again and learned a lot that I didn't know. So I would just say look up videos on the F-14 retirement or just the F-14 in general on YouTube. Rosetta Allen, why do I come here for Foley to tease me? I must be a masochist. Oh wait, I am. You are indeed, my dear. Misha, let's all agree those are all better than the F-35. Yep. F-22, the F-22 is pretty good. The F-22 is a good replacement for like the F-15 in my opinion. A lot of people that like the F-15 will not agree with that, but the F-22 is a fucking cool ship. F-35, not so much. Defiant Mr. Raven Productions, you a redhead, Rosetta? Most of the time she is, yes. Terry Farley, F-14 is the sexiest out in a long time. I'll concede that. There you go. Captain Casey Stewart, like F-14 because of JAG. Although the problem with JAG is they reuse so much footage. But whatever. I am not a Nugget Blackheart. The F-14 should still be active. Why is it not still? It's a shame that it's not. You listen. There's a guy I watch on YouTube. He used to fly F-18s, CW Lemoyne, He's also writes a series of books called Spectre, but he's now a commercial airline pilot. And he had an F-14 pilot on his show talking about how the F-14 performed. And goddamn, the people that flew those loved those planes. You got to watch them. It's such a great interview. Project Achieve a Plane Yards. Yeah, we need a Plane Yards episode for sure. Reese, so the F-14 is behind the F-16 in that it is right on the F-16's tail. Sure, yeah. I think the F-14 is faster than the F-16 though. The F-14 can go Mach 2.34 at least. And yeah. Rosetta Allen, Foley says I make people's lives hard. I pout. I only make specific things hard. No, you don't. You make people's lives hard. Pixie Doodle, was that the Telosian in the map with all the Easter egg characters? Two big-headed characters were in the same photo on the wall. I don't think there were any Telosians. We broke down that picture a while ago. Those were binars. Those were binars. Rosetta Allen, naturally I'm a redhead, but I like dyeing wild colors. J.L. Young, author. My father used to work on the F-14. Oh, that's cool. Look how this talk about lower decks just degraded into an F-14 discussion. I need to do an F-14 discussion live on my Captain Foley personal channel, which, if you're not subscribed to my Captain Foley personal channel, what is wrong with you? Go subscribe, because there's other stuff over there. I have other likes other than Star Trek. Just saying. Let's see. I am not a nugget, Blackheart. Laughing Mass. We went from Star Trek to jet preferences. Get back on track. Grid Crew. One of the best things about episodic TV is that if an episode is not good, you can still see the next, and it might be better. But on a serial, you have to watch it all, and and hope that it's good in the end. Yeah, that's exactly right. And there's a lot of misses when you have episodic. There's lots of bad episodes of Star Trek, but the next episode is fantastically great. So yeah, I totally agree with that. Ryan K. enjoyed Mariner's Wall of Crazy. Rosetta Allen, I am an angel. A dark angel with black demon wings. Yes. And bright red lipstick, which isn't really lipstick, it's probably blood. Captain Casey Stewart. Captain, we should do a fighter jet live. I 1000% agree. I would love to discuss fighter jets with somebody live. That would be awesome. Fleet Pause, Swiftback, subscribe to Captain Foley personal channel. There's the link, guys. Click the link, go subscribe, hit the subscribe button. There will be a lot of videos coming to that soon, so yes. Rosetta Allen, the other likes are triple X rated, Foley darling. Well, there you go. Bill Shatner, do you like the Rugrats? I do not, no. Donnie Pearson, oh, I see. Fleet Pause for me, I mean, okay. Donnie Pearson, I love the Rugrats, even its theme tune. I don't hate the Rugrats, I just never really watched it, so. Bill Shatner, you are a man of culture. Of course, he's talking about, not me, he's talking about Donnie. Eckhart, the bat. Was there a pink disco Klingon lady on the DS9 flashback? No? I'd have to watch it again? Don't think so. Curtis Simpkin, Captain Foley, need your help. Go to his other channel. I am there, and he has damn good channel, folks. Thank you, Curtis. Daniel's Hot Topics. Now I want Lower Decks to be canon because episode 4 was so cool. Well, Daniel's Hot Topics. Canon, the canon you're referring to has one N. C-A-N-O-N. The cannon you wrote with 2 N's is a weapon that shoots cannonballs. That's a real pet peeve of mine. Get it right. Canon, as in story, as in the canon of Star Trek, has 1 N. So. Reese, heading off now, Captain. But as a parting question, if I put you to the choice faced by Tindy and Rutherford, would you choose the Cerritos or the Vancouver? Me personally, I'd pick the Vancouver. More epic. Might not be for everybody. The lieutenant commander wasn't quite down with the epicness of the missions, but I would definitely pick the Vancouver. Rosetta Allen, $2. I like abuse. Insult me more, you freak. I'm not going to insult you or abuse you. I love you. Like, just, you're fine. You're good. You're a friend. Just gentle ribbing. Sounds very dirty. I meant like ribbing as in joking, but then it could be like ribbing or ribbed for her pleasure. So I didn't mean to go there. But it seems no matter whenever we talk, there's just weird innuendo and it just degenerates. So, oh, good God. Jay, Kids in the Hall fan. I'm Canadian, yes. And Dave Foley, hello. Terry Farrell, will a Sovereign show up on Lower Decks at some point? I'm hoping so. Probably one of the last episodes, yes. Lennon Nimoy's music career. Cap, have you enjoyed the Trek books? Any favorites? I have a shit ton of Trek novels, and I'd say some of my favorites are the Vanguard series. The Vanguard series are very well written TOS books, and I love them. I love a lot of the novels. I have more than I've read. I've bought a lot of novels and haven't had time to read them. But the ones I've read, some are really fantastic, but I'd say the Vanguard series of novels are the best. I would highly recommend them. I'm not a Nugget Blackheart. Daniel's hot topic. Yeah, they basically stated so. What? Okay. Grid Cube. Are phaser cannons canon? No, I don't think, by the very definition of canon, I don't think that the phaser cannons are canon. Rosetta Allen. Canon the cannons. Shoot the cannons in the canon story. Reset. Misha. I'm all in to talk about jets or anything history related. That's kind of my thing. Well, I'm a huge history buff, big into Egyptology, jets. Like I said, a lot more interests than just Star Trek. That's why I joined the Captain Foley personal channel. I talk about swords, my Camaro, my dad's a gun collector. I love jets, Phantom of the Opera, Sherlock Holmes. I'm a huge Sherlock Holmes fan. I'm just looking around here thinking of other stuff I talk about. Transformers. I'm a huge Transformers fan. So there's more than just Star Trek. Trekyards is Star Trek, but there's so much more that I talk about. Bill Shatner, you should get a captain's chair and do the show sitting in it. I actually have a TOS captain's chair. At least my buddy does. My buddy Andrew Kitt, who is is the head guy for the London Comic Con here in London, Ontario. He has a TOS captain's chair that I look after it for him. It's in storage right now, but every year we take it to London Comic Con, and it's the Trekyards chair because the Trekyards, we're in charge of it. We people get their picture taken in it, and all the money goes towards the Sick Kids Foundation. You just donate whatever you want to get your picture in the chair, and it goes towards the Sick Kids Foundation. So, and that's the Trekyards area. So, yes, I have a TOS captain's chair. Terry Farley, Vancouver, that's a hot ship. Reese, fair enough choice. Night, Captain Foley. Live long and prosper. I'm looking forward to the content coming these next few days. Yes, definitely stay tuned because tomorrow afternoon we will have our spoiler review. And then tomorrow at 5 Eastern Standard Time, we'll be doing it live, breaking down this whole episode, which will be about 2 hours. And then, yes, Vancouver episode on Saturday. Sunday, next part of the Mike McMahon interview, talking about the ship. And then next week, we'll have probably a few other little breakdown videos for the beginning of the week. So, Rosetta Allen, gentle ribbing. Wow, kinky. Curtis Simpkin, I know I buy Lower Decks on Blu-ray in my collection. Yeah, I'll be buying it too, Curtis. Pixel Doodle, what is a T88 in reference to of that Tindy and Rutherford we're using? I don't know, it's just like a scanner. Not sure. Let's see. I am not a Nugget Blackheart. Terry Farrell, LOL. Is she here? I see Tindy Fairley. Bill Shatner, if you and Samuel were Pokemon, which ones would you be? No idea. I never really got into Pokemon, so. Leonard Nimoy's music career. Would you ever write a fanfic or a Trek novel? Yes, absolutely. I would. I actually have one in mind, and I've written a lot of excerpts for it and a lot of point form notes, and eventually it'll probably be a thing. Again, it's focusing on Captain Foley, so it might be a little bit self-indulgent, but It'll be fun. It'll be fun. I'm not a nut, Blackheart. I was responding to the question whether or not that Lower Decks is canon or not. Gotcha. Scott Hellfree, $5. Actually, canon does have two ends. Think about it. Dumbass. Yes, you're right. It does have two ends. All right, the cannon with three ends is a weapon. There's always one. There's always one in the crowd. Always. Rosetta Allen, I would love to talk to you about my tribal history and native mythology and lore sometimes, Foley, one-on-one, a more serious chat. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Terry Farley, World War II fighters have more coolness than modern. Yes, I'm a big fan of the Warbirds. I love the P-51 Mustang. It's the only Mustang I do like. I don't like the fucking car, that's for sure. But the P-51D is actually a fantastic ship. So many good World War II Warbirds. Corsair is great. I can't think of the other one. Oh my god. I just had a brain lock up. The P-40 Warhawk is also one of my favorites. So... Good old gamer. Every Trek original fan design they do is a fanfic. Yeah, all of our Trekyards originals are, basically. Darren Young, I love Egyptian and ancient history. Yeah, I loved ancient history in school, and specifically Egyptology, so... Misha, retired history teacher myself. I love old things and future things. It's a current stuff that I sometimes have an issue with, I suppose. David Stelzer, I think we can get the Veritech fighter in Lower Decks. You think we can get the Veritech fighter in Lower Decks? No, probably not. Daniel's Hot Topics at Trekyards. Sorry, Captain Foley, but that was so cool when in episode 4, the guy who was pretending to ascend actually ascent at the end of the episode. It was like Star Trek meets Stargate. Yeah, absolutely. Grid Cube, I'll see myself out. Why? What did you do? Did you do something bad? Thomas Adams, Sherlock fans, what do you think of Henry Cavill as Sherlock Holmes? I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be cool. I did not know that he was going to be Sherlock Holmes in that. Billy, what's her name? The chick from Stranger Things playing his daughter was cool enough, but then Henry Cavill, I'm a huge fan of Henry Cavill, so I'm looking forward to that. Now you say Sherlock fan. I'm not really a Sherlock fan. Like the new Sherlock with Benedict Cumberbatch is okay. It's good. It's entertaining. I prefer Sherlock Holmes as the whole mythology. I was a Sherlock Holmes fan way back in the day. And Jeremy Brett from the Granada TV series is the definitive Sherlock Holmes. Hands down. Basil Rathbone, not so much. He ended up not liking the character. See, this is another example of a fucking live we could do just talking about Sherlock Holmes. Basil Rathbone, and then he got into the World War II movies with Nigel Bruce as Watson. It's just kind of like, No. Just Sherlock Holmes as a whole is what I'm interested in. So when you say Sherlock fan, yeah, if I tell somebody I'm a fan of Sherlock, or I'm a Sherlock fan, they're like, oh, you like the Benedict Cumberbatch series? Well, yeah, it's all right, but I don't know why it takes you fucking 20 years to put out 4 episodes. But whatever. Anyway. Fully self-indulgent? Never. Bill Shatner, if you could alter the design of one Star Trek uniform but could only change one thing, which uniform would you pick and what would you change? Very good question. I have no idea. That's another thing that would require some thinking. Okay, no, actually, I know the answer. When in yesterday's Enterprise, and when you see Jack Crusher in the holodeck, when Wesley talks to him, and they have the magnificent maroon, or the monster maroon, depending on what you want to call it, I would add the fucking turtleneck and belt back. When they took those away, it looked so sloppy and unfinished. So that's what I would do. I would add those back. A goddamn belt and a turtleneck. Whew, yeah. Leonard Nimoy's music career. I would absolutely love to read The Adventures of Captain Foley. Perhaps it could be made into a movie. Huh. No, probably not. Mr. Captain 93, Trekyards. Nice batleth you have hidden there. Did you get it from the Klingon with an eye patch? I'll never tell. But it was one in ritualistic combat, so it's like racing for pink slips. And I won, so. The P-38 is a freaking badass, yes. Let's see, Mr. Captain 93, Trekyards. Do you like the Vancouver? Did you like the flashback with the DS9 era uniforms? Yes and yes, both. I liked all of it. Scott Helfrey, did you just seriously call someone a dumbass who sent you $5 already then? That was a joke. You can tell by my the way I said it, but shouldn't be offended by that. Let's see. Pixie Doodle, don't believe any quadrants have been mentioned. Is Lower Decks in the Alpha Quadrant? I have no idea. Let's see, Terry Fairley. I know the Birdcage Corsair isn't as good as the F4 use, but it's a sweet bird. Yes. Moriarty was amazing in TNG. It's all right. Yeah, it's all right. Good tea, nice house. Huge Transformers fan also. Did you watch War for Cybertron trilogy on Netflix? Yes, of course I did. And I apologize for calling you a dumbass, but that was just, it's how I am. I wasn't being insulting. I was just, anyway, whatever. If you can't take the ribbing, I apologize. Thomas Adams, the series filmed in Poland was good too, was on PSB 25 years ago, and I meant Sherlock Holmes in general. Okay, good. Feline Sublime, I'd say Monster Maroon in TNG era division colors as a traditional uniform before the TNG. Yes. Darth Maul, BBC efficiency shows go 10 years. In reality, this show aired every other year, 5 years. Yeah, it's kind of dumb. And you get like 5 episodes per season or per series. Sorry, but a series is, TNG is a series. Voyager is a series. Enterprise is a series. And it has season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4. Not series 1, series 2. That's a real pet peeve of mine. And I know it's a British thing, but it makes no sense to call them series. But I think if you release them every 2 or 3 years, 4 or 5 episodes, it's like its own series because it's separate from, anyway, I think that's maybe why, but good old gamer, I'd give TNG era plus uniforms pockets. Good addition. Rosetta Allen, The Adventures of Captain Foley would be a porno. Oh wow, that's too far. BJ Turon, agree entirely. The Turon about was essential for the original cast film uniforms. I'm not a Blackheart, laughing my ass off. Fucking A, that was so lazy. Not to mention using the TNG com badge too. They bullshitted an excuse saying that they couldn't find the TOS movie era badge and they were unable to auction it with the costume. Yeah, some bullshit there. Mr. Captain 93 at Trekyards, Foley fears no one. He will call anyone he wants a dumbass. And you can tell whether I'm being serious that you're a dumbass. Like, get the hell off my channel, or you dumbass. I call all my friends dumbass. If I don't insult you, you're not a real friend. So, yeah, I insult all my closest friends, as I'm sure Rosetta will tell you. She'll pipe up. So, again, I apologize to, who was it? I feel really bad. Scott Helfrey. I do feel bad for that. Just, you made me look like an asshole by saying, actually, Canon has 2 ends already. So, I was just, anyway, I apologize. And I probably lost a viewer, and you're probably one of those people that will comment literally 4 years later and say, well, yeah, no wonder Trekyards doesn't have as many subscribers because they insult their fans, or Captain Foley insults his fans. I don't insult my fans. I love my fans. So it just took things the wrong way, and I apologize. Let's see, Rosette Allen, you call me worse than dumbass all the time. Don't stress it, Foley. I do stress it. I don't want to annoy anybody or piss somebody off. Anyway, I just want, oh, there he is, Scott. Holy shit, I was just having some fun. Everybody settle down. Okay, I just want to make clear that I wasn't like, dumbass, get out of here. No, I was just like, oh, you made me look like an idiot, so yeah, dumbass. So I apologize. I really do, Scott. Hope everything is cool. If not, send me a direct message. We'll hash it out. I don't like people being upset with me for a misunderstanding like that. I apologize. So, double dumbass on you. There you go. I am not a Nugget Blackheart. Someone could pull the double dumbass on you card one of these days. Yeah, so that's funny. Anyway, Terry Farley. Dumbass is my older brother's term of endearment. Good old gamer. All you got to do is reply back with double dumbass on you. Redneck Trekker. Hawker Sea Furry is the most beautiful, simple plane. Also, the Red Baron biplanes are not to try. I'm not a huge fan of biplanes. You got to be honest there. Rosetta Allen. The Brits have some dumb ass stuff they do. The series as seasons is one of them. Too far, don't mind me. I miss hubby and feel sussy. I already did pipe up. Haha. Oh, wait, would you get high? Terry Farley. Star Trek 3 uniforms were pretty great, but I'm the original, the motion picture era fan more than the other. Oh, well, that's interesting. Fleet Paw Swiftback. He's called me a dumbass too before too, and I worked for him. It's an abusive work environment, is what he's saying, I think. Fleet Paw Swiftback. All right, folks, let's drop the dumbass topic. Yes, Captain Foley will stop talking about it because I'm going to be wrapping it up here in a minute. So, let's see. Redneck Trekker Cap, do you enjoy Star Trek Early Voyages comics? Yes. Darth Maul, Rosetta Allen is a beast. Takes no BS. Yes. Mr. Captain 93, Trekyards, change the TMP uniforms, change the whole uniform. Side note, the boots in TNG, DS9, and Voyager always drove me nuts. They look slippery, unsupportive, and uncomfortable. Yes. Actually, the Admiral's uniform that Kirk has in the motion picture is actually great. With the two-tone and the belt buckle thing, it doesn't look like pajamas. So, yeah. Scott Helfrey. Great. Now Canada and the U.S. are officially at war. Looks like I've done everything I needed to do tonight. Okay. I'm glad you got a sense of humor about it, Scott. I do apologize. I didn't. Anyway, sorry. George Mangrum. Captain Foley going all Tindy and wanting every dumbass to like him. LOL. I'm Canadian. I want you to like me. Curtis Simpkin. Night, Captain. I have to go and take my dog outside. See you next time. Good night, Curtis. See you later. Leonard Nimoy's music career. Captain Foley porno. What? Long story. Don't Google that because you won't find it. But anyway, Mr. Captain 93 Trekyards. Should you bash the Brits without Samuel to defend his countrymen? Yes, 1000% yes. I will say the exact same thing when he's here, and he'll defend it by saying, "Well, it's the proper way because it's British," and it's like, "Well, sorry, but Britain's not the center of the fucking universe." Well, we kind of were because we're superior in every way. Well, you're kind of not. Like there would be a discussion. It's happened, you know. I'm British. I'm Canadian. I'm British light, you know. So Rosetta Allen Foley is an ass confirmed. Well, my dear, you are what you eat, which also makes me a pussy. So, pussy and an asshole. That's me. Donnie Pearson, respectfully, I love Canada the same way I love the United States of America. Well, thank you, Donnie. I appreciate that. Rosetta Allen, but Foley, have a good night. All teasing aside, be blessed. You too, Rosetta. Good to see you, and I'll talk to you again soon. Terry Farley, thanks so much for the work you and Sam do. Thank you for watching. That's the important thing. If you guys didn't watch, we wouldn't have anybody to make it for. So, Feline Sublime, Trekyards. Now that we've seen another ship and crew, do you think the Cerritos uniforms are the Starfleet uniform everywhere? Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking tonight. Because when we originally asked Mike McMahon in Vegas like 2 years ago if the uniforms were an anomaly or if they were the next, they were kind of snuggled between Nemesis uniforms and whatever. He said, well, not all ships, not all crews, not all missions have the same uniform style. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, the Vancouver class is still kind of the Cerritos style missions. So I don't know. It'll be worth a live topic discussion at some point, I'm sure. One more thing, Captain. Never say die. Ryan K. We're British light. LOL. Darren. Good night, Captain. Terry. British with worse beer. Oh my God. No. We have far better beer. We have superior beer. Canadian equals British-ish. LOL. Feline Sublime. The British-ish ribbing seems like America's inter-service rivalry. Rip on each other as deep and cruel as anything, but nobody outside gets to say anything. That's pretty much true. Leonard Nimoy's music career. Good night, Captain. Thank you for the dedication to the fans and to Trek. Terry Farley. Kidding. My stouts. But stouts my fave. Misha. Have a good night. And thankfully, it's this weekend. Almost 3 day 1 here too. And Darren Young, more ribbon. I want to call it quits, guys. That has been fantastic. Almost 2-hour live, and you guys did great. You came through on the lives, or you came through on the live to watch. You came through on the likes, is what I meant to say, with 219. Can we get one more to get to 220 before I leave? And the super chats were great tonight, and just the discussion was fun. In summation, I think episode 5, Cupid's Errant Arrow, is the best episode of Lower Decks thus far. And I think they did a fantastic job. And look forward to our live tomorrow, breaking it down in detail. And also the videos that will come after that. Plus, on Sunday, our interview with Mike McMahon. And if you're good enough to stick around till the end here, you get to see the pug who just wandered in. She's wondering, what's taking Dieter so long? She wants to sit on the couch with me and watch YouTube. And she's like, you're up here talking to these people. Why you talk to these people? Because you don't love them, you love me, is what she's saying. So, there she is. This is Precious. She looks terrified for some... She had a bath tonight, didn't you? You had a bath and you didn't like having a bath. So, she's here, so... Anyway, guys, that's a good way to end it. So thank you very much from Precious and Captain Foley. Thank you. Have a good night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tune in for the live. All right? Yeah, this is definitely Captain Foley's Porthos. Captain Foley's Precious, the pug. She would be on my ship. Anyway, guys, that's it. Have a good night. Live long and prosper. And thank you again for being fans of Trekyards and Captain Foley. And again, I apologize for the dumbass thing. It's just how I am. It's just trying to make funny. But anyway, bye, guys.